Yeah. Rap your boy Thug Nasty. Rappers over MCs. Over here battling this guy over here. The fuck is his name? Shy-Tiz.
We're here yet again to do some home invasion / interrogation. I'm going to keep this quiet because I'm hearing some strange noises.
So you coming after me with poetry is so tacky. You a bitch nigga, eat you up like dinner. Look into my mirror, see my self-image is winner. I'm rocking red like Thriller, I'm sick like salmonella. You in my horror story, you the victim, I'm the killer. It's rapper over MC, see who get that money. Hit you with that special 3 niggas straight through your tummy. You wild now if you think I don't got the cannon. I'm moving more white than the color of my phantom. So what you doing, nigga? I'll beat your ass, nigga. How you gonna beat me when I rhyme nigga with nigga? I got my hater blockers on, so how you gonna see me? And once you get blindsided, nigga, how will you beat me? Rappers, rapper MCs, battle of the century. Only can be one king in the end, it'll be me. Rappers over MCs.
What's up, Alex? We got a little bit You guys taught me just getting ready. I mean, we're on this leaving this legacy. Say what's up.
Alright, so how are you doing tonight? Thanks for letting us in your home again.
Yeah, man, I've just been chilling as you saw. You know, I had a bunch of the guys over. We were just playing some Xbox and Call of Duty, just, you know, doing that. So I actually just got done writing not too long ago, so I was just kind of, you know, venting, releasing, trying to get the creative juices going again, and just killing some people online.
Alright. It's always good. There's actually a question about that later in the interview.
Oh, word, alright.
Yeah.
Well, snap.
So I'll get straight to the other stuff though. How did the whole stop the bullying aspect begin, and how is it moving forward?
Actually, I was started with this woman named Pam Bates. She's the runner of Self-Image Promotions, and she has gone out and like created this event because I think a child in one of her son's schools was getting bullied, and she, you know, ran Self-Image, and she's just thinking, you know, how can I help this in some situation, and she, you know, came to me with the project, the idea. We kind of just all threw it together, again, threw much ideas and songs, and it came about to be like really smooth. Like, we were in her basement for a couple of hours, just kind of thinking on what we would do, and it kind of just smoothed over. She, you know, she took care of everything. She planned it all out, and we just kind of ran out. It's been going real good. We've been doing since we started last year. We've had 2 different schools, with a 3rd one on the way, and we came back to the first school again this year because they loved us. I mean, we get stopped in the streets, you know, saying, "Oh, you performing at school? You told us to stop bullying people." And it's really cool, man. I'll tell you that. It's just a feeling of knowing that you're really helping out these kids. It means a lot, you know.
All right, very cool, very cool. All right, you recently released a song with music video titled "Driving Real Slow," and from first viewing, it's obviously a lighter tone and theme from some of your other work.
Word.
Can you explain the balance you take into consideration when writing songs?
I mean, I guess it really does depend on the beat. I mean, I'm an MC, so I write about just things that, you know, I am influenced by or directly, you know, affect me. So I guess it depends on the beat, the kind of the mood I get, the tone, the energy, and I'll kind of just brainstorm ideas and freestyle over it. And as I start freestyling, I'm like, all right, yeah, I like that, I'll use that. And Driving Real Slow is just so easy and just so, you know, smooth. And I was just thinking about, you know, me and my friends just driving around and just being us, and it's just, you know, just driving real slow. That's how it just kind of came up, and I was just kind of, you know, saying the hook over in my head, and it just kind of got catchier and catchier, and that's how that one came to be. But I mean, we get like songs like Alex's favorite, 3rd Degree Burns, which is my diss track. He comes with a different energy. You got the high pace, the energy kind of brings everything up, and it makes a real big difference towards the end.
So are we good now? Okay, all right. Mike Killer's Entertainment is now official. How is this going to play out for you in the near future?
Word. It actually took a lot for me and Tyler to finally sit down and get everything mapped out. We got the DBA, working on the license right now, getting the team together, you know, the team members, the beat producers, the artists, all it together. It took a lot of long, tedious work, and it finally came back together, which is why I've been under wraps so long. I just remember to tell anyone about it. It was this super need-to-know basis, and I'm glad I did it that way because that's why it came out. And it took everyone by surprise, really. And you know what we're doing is basically just making our own music and promoting it and getting our underground and our independent way out. And I'm just gonna start, you know, our own label from the ground up, and that's what we're gonna do. Is with me and my team. We got Shy, Yoshi, J Flight, Devin, including myself as artists. We got Remedy, Skateboard Beats, who's probably gonna be here a little bit later. Legacy, who you guys saw earlier, they all maybe the Beats. We got Jeff and Pat Rush and Alex in promotions. So we've got a whole team, a whole squad, and it's just coming together real nice. I see big things for us. I mean, especially I'm working for the nice merchandise. I've got a mixtape dropping soon. So the money I get from that money was gonna go straight into the Mic Killers and get all the equipment we need and all the copyrights and everything like that. So we're really starting to be legit, and this is starting to really come together. And so I got big ideas and I got big plans for it. So hopefully everything comes smooth and it goes according to plan.
All right, very cool. All right, here's the question I was alluding to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I actually just thought of this when we were charging our camera in Starbucks. In today's media, there's a lot of hostility towards explicit video games. There's talk about taxing and even banning these games. I believe it wasn't too long ago where the same focus was being placed on music. Mm-hmm. Rap music has gotten a lot of heat over the years as well. Can you tell me a bit about how you feel about passing blame on entertainment for society's problems?
You really can't blame it. I mean, it always comes down to the consumer. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's take that video game. I'm playing Call of Duty where you go around and just shoot people all day long.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean I go out and I take my gun and I go out and I just shoot people. Is I know what's the difference between reality and fantasy, and that game's a fantasy. Mm-hmm. People just seem to misconstrue that and get their realities warped into it, and that's how you get incidences like Columbine, like Sandy Creek. People blame that all on guns or all on video games. It's not that. It's the consumer, it's producer. I'm sorry, not producer, it's the consumer. Yeah. It's just basically same with music. You can't blame the artist for going out and doing his grind, his hustle. People want to hear that. They want to if that's what they want to hear, that's what they're gonna buy. Right. You can't blame him. You gotta blame the people buying it. Get to their heads. That's how you really end the problem. You can change, any artist. Any artist is gonna come, fall. He's gonna rise. He's gonna have his apex, his peak, and he's gonna fall away. Anyone, Cisco, anyone else, R. Kelly's been underground for a while. It's just the demand for their music, kind of changes with the times. And with the times going on in today's world, it's not looking very good, especially when you've got rappers who, as you say, are even our own hometown. The Orange Madness had to pull Ace Hood off of their headlining show just because his lyrics weren't clean. And last year, I know we had a stabbing, and it just wasn't really good. So I mean, it really just does come down to the people buying the music. I mean, if you buy good music, of course you're gonna help good music, grow and take over that crappy bad music, right, or the out influence music. But it all comes down to the people themselves. You can't really blame it on the artists. They're just doing their own thing. They're trying to put food on the table. Right. It's you guys who are funding them. So that comes down with anything. You don't like something, go to the source, and the source is most likely the consumer. Right.
So you don't agree, from what I got from you, don't agree with adding an extra tax onto let's say Grand Theft Auto 5 or even banning it?
No, because the more you ban this, the more you don't want people doing it. People are gonna want to do it. Same with Prohibition. You took alcohol away from people. All they did was just make speakeasy. They did it in their basement. They did them by themselves. It wasn't safe. It wasn't regulated. It wasn't watched on. People were just making any old kind of brew in their basement. Getting sick, killing people. You're trying to serve it. So same thing with games. You take an underground game. You take a game. You take away their violent games. They might find another activity that's even worse to go out and fill that void with. Video games aren't that bad. You just have to have the knowledge between what's reality, what's fantasy, and if you need to be watched, you should have someone watching you, if a parent around or a friend telling you that's not a good idea.
As long as they're not insane.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Where if you can't handle a video game, then you just don't need to have an Xbox at all. You don't need to handle any game.
Right. Right. Do you feel there's that artists should have a responsibility to help negate negative stereotypes within their either respective medium or genre?
Rephrase that.
Do you think artists should try to not reinforce negative stereotypes? Let's take rap, a rap for instance. There's obviously negative stereotypes.
I would say that. I mean, most of those rappers, they at some point you gotta respect. They talk about their own life. Sometimes at one point in time it wasn't so, but eventually they made it so. So you can't really say none of that is negative. So those negatives is what brought them to where they are. Right now. I mean, same with my negatives. You wouldn't know that by looking at me that I still an enormous person. I still got debt. I'm starting a business, so that's more money in the pocket. You would never know. I'm still regular average Joe. I work a 9 to 5, you know, so you never know who. Like, everyone's got those positives and those negatives. As long as you just don't let those negatives outweigh you, I would say it's not bad to say them. Just make sure you know who's listening. I mean, if you got little kids listening, if your audience is aimed towards kids, make sure you watch what you're saying. That genre is going to pick up after you. You know, you're actually, when you have attention, you become a role model, whether you like it or not. It's kind of just what you're sucked into. It comes with the turf, you know.
Yeah, so don't be a wrecking ball.
Yeah, more or less. So just make sure. I mean, the negative's not bad as long as you understand that your following is going to, you know, monkey see, monkey do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best way I can.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you for your time and letting us back.
Oh
in
no,
your place
absolutely,
again.
man. I love when you guys come over. You know what I'm saying? Just
come over and
keep me on my toes
and crash your parties. Can you just tell me when your next official appearance is gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll probably make a stop off at Funko Waffles tomorrow. It's a spot on Marshall Street up in Ashu Hill. A bunch of people go there. You know, shout out to Corey and Rouse Scout, Duncan, April, Soon. All you guys go out there ride on a regular basis. Other than that, I got another anti-bully show coming up November 5th at Van Dyne School in middle of Syracuse. And other than that, just working on the mixtape. First Chance Take 2 dropping January 15th. On bandcamp.com. Make sure you go to mikekillersentertainment.bandcamp.com and check it all out from January 15th. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I'm underground waiting for the next big move for me to make. But I gotta get you guys out of here. Got some planning to do. Got some people to talk to. So appreciate the time coming through. Absolutely, man. You too, Alex. Y'all keep supporting your boy Exoticz, man. I'm out here in your grind. MKE all day. MKE. Mike Killers Entertainment. Check us all out. You need features, beats. You need videography. You need photography, graphic editing. Go to Mike Killers Entertainment Booking at gmail.com and hit a boy up. All right, y'all.
All right, thanks again, man.
Rappers over MCs.
Battling this guy over here. The fuck is his name? Shy Tiz.
Rouse Scout. See you out there. Rouse Scout! Rouse Scout! Man, Rouse Scout!